Good morning, traders. Welcome to the Forex morning update from Phoenix Blue. My name is Mark Owen, and today is Thursday, the 6th of July. Okay, so let's have a look at what happened yesterday. Well, it was a relatively quiet day in terms of news, but we did have the FOMC minutes later yesterday evening. One of the key lines that I picked out was Asian stocks moved lower through the night while the yen strengthened. This was basically on the signs that the Fed or the Federal Reserves have a split decision on the way they want to approach raising rates and when they're going to start tightening, i.e., reducing the 4.7 trillion debt that they're in. When they're going to start reducing their balance the sheet, so to speak. So what we saw then, whenever there's uncertainty in the market, this is the risk on, risk off. You know, uncertainty will bring buyers of yen, buyers of gold, sellers of stocks. That's what happens through uncertain periods. So on top of that, we also had King Jun doing another ballistic missile test, one that would be able to strike the US from North Korea, which will have another an element of uncertainty and worry in investors' minds. However, we didn't see a huge impact from that yesterday. So I think going forward, this week is obviously going to be focused around the non-farm payroll results. Today, we have at 1:15 the non-farm payroll change, but this is the ADP, so this includes everyone except farmers and government officials. So this is forecast to come in at 184,000. I'm looking for a rise on this number or somewhere in and around the 185s, 190s. The news that did come out throughout the night was the trade balance from Australia, which significantly beat forecasting of 1 billion. Well, you can see it came in at 2.47, so it was a significant increase, and we've seen a push up in the Australian dollar, which would be expected. So next news moving forward is at 1:30. This is the Canadian trade balance also, so it'll be interesting to see whether the weaker Canadian dollar has helped the trade balance here, and will that beat forecast of minus 0.5? Well, we'll see. If we get good results there, then this will add to what has been a significantly strong few weeks for the Canadian dollar. So be wary there. Then we've got the unemployment claims from the US at 1:30, straight at the same time. Forecast 243,000. Watch out. A number either side of this. Anything very similar, I should expect not much. But if we see something in around 210s or 270s, a decent change, we then might see a follow through in direction in that market. 3 p.m. ISM manufacturing forecasted slightly below previous reading at 56.5, but it's still a substantial reading, some way over the 50 barrier, which is, like I said, the last couple of days shows expansion. Now, yesterday we had a bit of a sell-off in crude oil, although I would like it to have gone a little higher before selling off somewhere into the top of the channel. Well, unfortunately, we can't be that lucky. It can't always work out for us. But the reason for the sell-off was the reason for a little bit of a pullback from the gains from the losses earlier was a reduction in oil supplies in the inventories. Now, we do have another oil inventories at 4 p.m. today, forecasting to come in at minus 2.4, so watch out for this. Oil is very volatile at the minute, and I'd be looking for it to rally first before I look for any short positions. Now, why I use two sets of news feeds? Because the initial feed, the one at the top where you see all the red flags, i.e. this one here, this is Forex Factory, and it doesn't have what I would say is a very important news announcement, and it's this one here at 12:30. You can see here. not listed between there. This is the ECB monetary policy meeting. My FX book has it categorized as high. And if we think about what happened with the euro last week around Mario Draghi's statements, then we actually really want to know um, what's being said in here. You know, we saw a huge rally on the euro up to 1.145. We have our COT extremes, we've got our technicals, we've got our technical price action. We've seen it sell off, but now it's just started to slow down. We're sitting nicely in profit. Yesterday's candle, little doji. Is the market taking a breath, or are they waiting to see what comes out here? Who knows? But if you are short euro, then look to either be reducing risk or bring your stops to break even, because you should be some way into profit now. Okay, dollar index, we can see it's doing exactly what we want. It's moving off support, but you know, this week, today and tomorrow, 2 big days for the dollar. Will we see the rebound continue, or are we going to see sellers of the dollar index come back into the market? So be patient. Next 2 days really aren't days for trading for me. Euro dollar, you can see what's happened here. We had our hanging man that we called, our resistance level, our sell zone. We've had 3 continual days with lower highs, lower lows. Regardless of the color of this body, each candle has produced a lower high and a lower low, which is significant when you're looking at a market. Okay, this shows where the momentum is. Failed to break the high of the previous candle. So downside looks good. Targets, yes, I think there's at least another 40 pips room to get your first target, which is around that 1.13. Second target's 1.11. Dollar yen really struggling to break through that resistance level. We had a hanging man followed by a doji, and then last night we had some buying of yen, and now it's pulling back up again. So, you know, there's no reward in selling this market. We tried 2 days ago with a smaller time frame, taking it down, and one of those spikes down, and we got enough points in front to move our stops to break even to get taken out, break even. But you can see how it's consolidating, moving in towards that triangle. It's getting narrower and narrower, so that the reward's going. So you've got to wait for it to do something. So just keep your eye on this. So if this breaks one way or the other, then you know what to focus on. So yen pairs, will you be buying yen? Will you be selling yen? If it breaks to the upside, then potentially look at selling yen pairs. If it breaks to the downside, then look at buying yen pairs. Okay, so Kiwi, you know we've got a few positions running on Kiwi. I've just gone up a time frame today just so you can, people are going, oh, but it's so messy on the daily chart. Look at it on the weekly chart. All of a sudden it becomes a lot cleaner. Okay, so I've highlighted last week's candle and this week's candle. Remember, this week's candle still has today and tomorrow to run, so a lot can change. But if it was to stay anything like that, you've got a really nice reversal candle formation there. A sell stop underneath the low of both of those candles. Stop loss above the highs. First target, the blue horizontal in the middle of the range. Second extended target, the lower horizontal. You know, simple trading, keep it clean. Dollar CAD, well, like I said, this is the weekly chart. We've been strengthening now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks pretty much. We seem to be hitting a barrier around that 1.3. It's testing it, pushing through it, and then coming back. So it'll be interesting to see where the week closes. Are we going to close above the 1.3 or below the 1.3? If we close above the 1.3, I see a retracement up to about 132.80 before maybe a resumption of this downtrend. Resumption of the move down. Okay. Gold, I've got 2 charts for you on gold, because yesterday when I was looking at gold and did my morning update, what I said to you was the price had come down very aggressively. We got an inverted hammer, and the price of gold was somewhere up here around 12.30, I think it was. And I said because the move down so aggressive, I don't like just buying into something like this. I'd like to see it test the level again and show some kind of rejection. So if we have a look now, this is the gold. This is the gold chart on a 1 hour time frame. And what you saw was yesterday, with markets come down. This is where it was when we were looking at it, and then it's come down, tested the same level again, so forming a double bottom. But it's failed again at this 12.28, 12.30 barrier. So in order for me to trade this long now, I'm going to look for a break of this level and a retest of that level. So keep it very, very simple. And obviously this could time quite well, pending what numbers come out of the US. And this is the WTI chart I was talking about. So yesterday there was a sell-off. You can see the nice big black candle, but it wasn't in my range. You could argue it was probably sort of a 50% retracement of the last move down, but I'd be rather selling this when it came to a 50% retracement at the trend line. You know, that to me adds confluence, and with confluence we have confidence. Okay, that's it for today's Forex and commodity morning update, and please stay disciplined. Lots of news today regarding the US, so if you are dollar long or dollar short, make sure you're disciplined with your risk management. Guys, please like and share and comment on these videos. I like to know interaction. I'd like to know you listening. If you've got any questions about the video, drop it in the comments. Meetup. Who's up for a meetup? Okay, beginner traders, novice traders. If you've never traded, don't worry about it. There will be a specific beginners, novice traders meetup. We want to speak to you. We want to see why you're interested in trading. You know, you may be interested in it, but it may not suit you whatsoever. You may be interested in it. It may be perfect for you. Okay. Only way to find out is come and meet other people that are trading, and they can share their experiences with you. Okay. And then for the experienced traders, those guys that are doing it day in, day out, whether you're day traders, investment traders, long term, mid term, short term, let us know. Come down. It'd be great to meet people. We've always got different ideas on things that we can do, testing strategies. It'd be great to meet you. And if you haven't already and you're wanting to know how you can get these videos without having to tune in every day, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free. You know, just click subscribe. You'll get an email as soon as the video is alerted, as soon as the video is uploaded, and you'll be alerted. Next thing, if you haven't already, make sure you get onto our Instagram and Facebook. Very, very simple. Just go onto the profile, Phoenix Blue Trading, hit follow, and you'll get all our live updates, whether it's Instagram stories on trades we're taking, whether it's a post on a chart we're looking at, whether it's news on a night or daytime, we'll be posting that. You know, stay in the loop. Okay, that's it from today. Have a great day, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for the non-farm payroll final update of the week. Bye-bye.